Good morning, YouTube. It's morning here in sunny Florida again. I haven't done a video in a little while. Well, today we're working on a 2012 Gmc Acadia Traverse, probably the same in most respects. So if you're looking at I think they changed them in 2010 to 2013, or 2012 Acadia. I think 13's is different, the same. We'll check out the years later on, maybe even 09. Anyway, this is the car we're working on. Let me just back it up a little bit so that you can see it's a nice black SLT model. So the car was purchased by me to sell. It's got a few little problems I'm going to fix before I sell it. So today we're working on specifically a passenger side mirror. There's a couple of videos on YouTube for the driver. One guy did a short one on the passenger, but I want to really complete it because I'm fixing to pull the mirror off. And let me give you a few tips that was missed on some of the videos on the passenger side, or the one guy I only found on the passenger, but this is the passenger. I already took off the panel, but I want to give some tips even on the panel. So when this door is actually here, I'm going to just slide it back up here, and let me see here. Anyway, when the door's like this and the locking mechanism's through there, you got two screws here that you got to take off. You got this one here underneath the door handle. They're T27 Torx, and then you got to pull the trim off. Just do it with a trim tool. And then you got two here, one there, and then you got one at the bottom there. Once you release those three, then you got to take your trim tool. And I'm going to tell you, the reason I'm doing this video is I've taken a lot of trim off. And this one here is not so easy. These pieces here, you got a couple of different kinds, and I'm going to show them to you. You got these yellow ones here, which I have to take this back off to put it back on. But then you got these white ones, man. On this side, I think what broke one of them, but they stayed intact for the most part. Then you got these white cats on this side. I guess that denotes right and left. And they don't want to pull off so easy. You got to get your trim tool and get one of them off, and then you got to pull your hand in there, man, and really jerk those dudes off the panel, because they don't want to come off, man. Let me see the bottom ones here. The bottom ones, even they gave you trouble. They're white. You can see they're white. And then I guess the left will tell you that they're left here and right. And for the most part, they stayed pretty good. We'll manage to put them back on nice when we put the panel on. But I've got to do a window regulator on this thing. So the window regulator will be next after this. We'll pull some of that sticker material off and maybe the speaker off to get to it. But what I really came to do to show you on this mirror on the Acadia is you take off, when you get the panel off, all the screws out, you get to this part here, you're thinking, hey man, this thing's got 3 screws. Where's the third one? There's one, and then there's 2, but then underneath this rubber one is that little hider there. There's 3, and so you got to take this little pin out, and then you pull that and take that other bolt off, and the mirror will come out. Of course, the reverse, put your grommet through, and then bolt up your mirror, and then your connector is going to be here. And it's done, but I just wanted to mention that there's a hidden, I've taken the cruises off, and I had I don't know if you remember the video, I've had what do you call it, a Dodge Dakota. I've taken plenty of door panels off and done many window regulating, including the Fox body and the 95 I got back there. But this one here that hides this one here, and the door pins, boy, them things just did not want to come off. So got a little fight on you, at least on this one. I don't know if yours are going to be any easier, but man, that thing was fighting. But anyway, don't be afraid to pull. You got to pull it. And if you break them, you buy new ones. That's just part of the gig. But don't be afraid of that. So I'm now going to change this mirror out real quick. And anyway, I wanted to do the video to tell you about the 3 screws there, and And the tabs aren't so easy, man. Don't be afraid to break them. They break. Just get new ones. All right, you guys have a great day. Thanks.